Okay, so with this channel, I'm gonna keep it a little bit focused on this idea of mindset and on psychology and on um, optimization through philosophy and this idea of living a philosophical life as a practice, as a digital academy member. Whatever, I didn't have this rant planned. Basically, all I'm trying to say is I'm gonna keep that kind of serious stuff, but I also want to throw in some fun stuff. And I want to use this channel as a way to give you guys an opportunity to maybe, you got 10 minutes and you can maybe watch something that you'd never had that thought before. And maybe sometimes when we get into a negative mind space or when we get into anxiety and depressive cycles, we can get locked in this idea that what we're thinking right now is how it's always going to be and how it always is. And sometimes you need to get pulled out of that mindset. And sometimes that is why when we're down, like spending time with friends or family can really help and kind of shake us out of the current state we're in. And, you know, we all need that a bit sometimes. And, anyways, this is a long rant to set up this video of the mantis shrimp. Check out this thing, man. Check out this thing. Now, here's a little sub thing, or a little sub note or whatever note. Um, I'm trying to get these screencastifies as clean as I can. The video in the last couple have had a couple little hiccups. Um, I hope it doesn't do it with this one. It might a bit. If it does it a lot, I'll stop and restart and try again. This is my first run through this one. Um, so, anyways, if it's just like a little bit, I'll kind of judge it to see if it demands restarting or if we can go with it. If it's just a little bit, I'm going to keep going with it because this is just such an ideal way to capture this and to also do it in a way that's still like showing all the relevant information. So I think it's all like copyright cool. All right, let's do this.
Despite being
Mantis
only
shrimp.
6 inches long,
Check out this thing.
pound for pound, he packs the biggest punch in the natural world.
Biggest punch in the natural world.
This is the peacock mantis shrimp.
See, that's the skip I mean.
He's actually neither a shrimp nor a mantis, but stomatopod just doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it doesn't. Mantis shrimp's an awesome name. Oh, come on.
This guy's biggest problem right now is real estate. There are more shrimps here than there are crannies for them to claim. In a hot market, you have to move fast. All that activity works up an appetite. Time to bring out the big guns.
Check this out.
He's armed with the most sophisticated vision of any predator on Earth and the fastest strike.
Okay, so a couple things. First of all, technical note. Or I'll say my other thing first. The best eyes of any predator on Earth. Wait till you see some of the fighter attributes this thing has. If this was Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, old video games. Again, technical note though, it did that like white screen for a sec, and then it kind of came out. So if you guys can forgive that, I can do it straight into these, and I can make tons of these and use all kinds of content. So again, if it gets too bad, I'll stop it. But because that bugs me as much as it bugs you. But I think it looks crisp. It sounds decent. I'm going to do some tests over the next few days because it seems to do it early. I want to see if it's doing it every time at the same time. Anyways, I'm talking way too much. Back to the mantis shrimp. Check this out. It's like the kung fu of the fish world. Praying mantis.
His eyes work independently
His eyes work
and
independently.
together
What?
to better target his prey.
And together?
These eyes detect more colors than any creature on Earth
Detects more color than any creature
and
on
see
Earth?
polarized light. He closes in on his target.
It's like the fight scene at the end of the movie.
The Mantis unloads the ace up his sleeve.
Watch this.
Hammer claws. His spring-loaded clubs strike 50 times faster than we can blink.
50 times faster than you can blink.
For a moment, the surrounding water reaches the temperature of the surface of the sun. You heard that right.
Do I even need to pause? It goes from 0 to whatever so fast that the distortion on the water affects the temperature to such a degree that it's hotter than the sun for that split time. It's so crazy.
This crab is toast.
Got Mantis. I think that worked okay. Again, like I gotta man, it's making me nuts about why it skipped like that early. It didn't. I don't know if it's at a certain time in the video because otherwise it seemed pretty good. Seems like it's pretty synced. Um, Seems like the audio is pretty good. Seems like it responds well to pausing. So this might be. Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot about the process, but if you've been following any of my stuff, you kind of know I'm learning this tech. You guys are always seeing like my first try on everything, but um, I don't know. I guess we'll eventually get better, right? It's like all I got is all I can do is my best, and then back to the drawing board, and then regroup. Regroup and reload, and come back and live to fight another day. And on that, love you guys. I'm out. I'm gonna try to get a little bit smoother with these outros. Just I don't know. I need to be able to